All right, you all set?
All right, is Tom in?
Yep. Or he's connecting to the audio right now.
Okay. I don't know, you got that, I don't have to take care of it, right? You squared that away?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. All right. Monthly January meeting for Park and Recs is now getting underway. It is 5:02 PM on Wednesday, January 24th, 2024.
Hey guys, how we doing?
Hi, Tom.
Good, Tom.
Mark, how you doing?
Good, Tom.
Good. We've got myself, Jim Small, Gina Gasconi, Mike Flaherty, and Tom Origi in attendance. Gina, would you
Great.
like to motion anything?
Okay, I would like to motion that we postpone until our February meeting, all the items on the agenda, except for the letter of support for the Old State Farm Trails.
Gina, do we have a second on that?
Seconded.
Mike? Okay, we will postpone
But
the
we-
agenda topics with the exception of the support for the trails until February's meeting.
Yeah, we need to vote, Mark.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, all opposed? Beautiful.
Now,
So-
these trails, are they just on the prison property or are they on subsequent farmland across the street from the back of the prison?
I believe they're
What?
all prison property.
It's all prison property?
Hmm.
Okay. Because I heard through the grapevine that when Charlie Baker left office, there was some concern about all the farmland in Middleborough. I think about 25 years ago, they thought about putting a subsequent airport in,
Oh,
out in that farmland. Do you remember that?
nope.
I
Okay, that
do.
was probably 25 to 30 years ago.
More, I was gonna say, at least 30 years ago, I remember it.
Okay.
I was a
And
mere babe then.
You what?
I was a mere baby then.
You sure?
No.
And I guess UPS and FedEx have met approval through Charlie Baker that there might be a airport growing in there, and I just wondering if that was something that is being talked about.
Okay, I believe these might go all in the woods, and I think I'm trying to read back to what Kitty sent us. I believe that land, I'm not sure if the right term is deeded to the town, but there's a whole agreement with the state for it.
Now, is that similar to the way that the soccer fields were deeded for quite a few years to the soccer
No,
group?
I may be wrong. I should have invited Kitty onto this meeting. I may be wrong, but I think they're actually given to the town. Don't hold me for that. That's what I believe.
Okay, where's the land?
I just sent you out a overhead map. I think I sent it to Gina. I'm gonna try to send it to you, Tommy, right now, and we'll go around the horn just to see if I can.
Jimmy, how long have they been waiting for us?
Who, me? What do you mean?
No, how long have you had this thing for?
What, the State Farm Trail?
Yeah,
Oh, for the letter of support, we got that
December?
last week.
oh, okay, so.
I think we got it. I was away, and I saw it. And I sent it to Mark, and we were supposed to deal with it on this past Monday's meeting, but we didn't meet.
I messed up.
But that's all
Yeah.
right.
It happens, Mark.
When are they projected to start?
They're going for the grant they have to get the grant first, don't
Oh, they
they?
haven't got the grant yet. All right.
But they need a letter of our support saying we support the
Letters.
project.
Right.
And obviously,
It came to community preservation right. What, Tom, this is what Kitty wrote last week, or actually like, I don't know, the 10th. The Natural Resources Trust of Bridgewater is excited to seek your support in our quest to obtain grant funding in order to build the Old State Farm Trail in Bridgewater. We are preparing an application to the Mass Trails Grant Program for Phase 4, trail construction portion of the project, to actually build the trail. The grant submission is due on February 1. That's why
Okay.
she's looking for the letters now. And
And
our
Mike,
TV,
I think that has a whole different, I think she's trying to connect the town river or the Taunton River trails together, not trails through the MCI. It's the trail.
correct,
They
correct.
have trails. I don't know, Mark, if you're familiar with them.
Yep.
Kitty Doherty is in charge of that watershed. And it does the, like the Taunton River, and she's made trails all through every town. And this is another link to link the other towns
Those
up.
trails?
MCI, I see now. I thought they wanted, when I first heard this, I thought you were saying putting trails to the prison land.
Oh, no.
This is
Heck, I
just for
never
the,
walked those trails. She references in her email, it's to create a user-friendly 1.8 mile woodland hiking trail along our scenic Taunton River.
okay.
We-
I
Yeah.
came back from Middleborough today. This afternoon, I came back roads by the prison, and I think as you're coming from Jimmy Polentano's property, the canoe rental place,
Yep.
coming towards Bridgewater, I think once you make that bend, it's all that property to the right, towards the back,
Did you
all
say
the
8
woods.
miles?
1.8 miles.
Oh, 1 point. But even that, man, that's a lot of land. No, I'm totally in favor of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's in, I remember we saw this when they were engineering it, early in my tenure last year. I remember we saw the initial proposal for it, and it seemed like a good idea, and I still think it seems like a good idea, so you guys are in favor, it's good
I
enough.
do too.
I think it's a great idea, especially if it's along the river.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Mark,
You're not interfering with much else.
will you grab
Mhm.
that bottle behind you on the right-hand side?
Oh, yeah, once the meeting's over. That's my wife's, I can't
Hey, I
touch that.
might need it.
That's funny.
I might need it for the CPC meeting tonight. Did Josh leave? Okay, Josh left. John Hart, do you have anything to add for those trails, on those trails?
I really don't. I know Kitty's full steam ahead with it. I haven't talked to her recently. I know it's work in progress. I don't know how to turn my camera on here, but how the heck
Yep.
do you do that? How do you do that? Hang on.
I think you look better this way, John, anyway. Just leave it.
Incognito. I don't-
Mhm.
How the hell you turn
Tommy,
it on?
Tommy, you better be careful. Someone might say that about you too, you know.
I can't believe it. I
I
think
don't know how
my
to turn it
forehead would
on.
blind him.
There's only one person
Okay.
handsome here.
All right, I can't figure the
Okay.
camera thing out, but
You still look good, John.
yeah, that's all Kitty thing. I haven't been involved in that at all.
She's the best.
Okay,
Yep.
okay. I know that community preservation granted for phase 2. Phase 1 was acquiring the property. Phase 2 was for all the surveying of the property, and that's what community preservation covered. I think that was going to cost, I want to say we gave 40,000, community preservation, but I'm not completely sure the exact amount. They in turn got like tens of thousands of dollars in donations to complete that phase and the next phase. And this is, I believe, phase 4 that they're looking at. The letter that she suggested, just as our template, we want to, dear Kitty, we want to express our enthusiastic support for the proposed 1.8 mile Old State Farm Trail in Bridgewater. This trail, which will run along the wild and scenic Taunton River and off to form a scenic loop, will be a part of the larger Nuckatusset and Setauket Greenway, regionally important walking and paddling trail system. The Old State Farm Trail will be a huge asset to the town of Bridgewater and to the residents and visitors who want to enjoy the outdoors of the beautiful Taunton River, specifically our blank, which would be Parks and Recreation Commission. Okay, that it says insert your group's name and a couple of sentences about your intended involvement. Then we'll be volunteering to assist in the construction of the trail. Unless it goes through Jim Small and John, I don't think the rest of us will be constructing the trail. So we might, John, you like that one, you'll be up there
Yeah.
with it. So I don't know what we want to put for sentences on that.
Yeah, we can adjust it, you know, I'll call Jim and Allison tomorrow and
Mhm.
word it in a way, because this has to come from, this is just the way it is. So like, we're in support of it, but
Yeah.
it can be signed by us and Jim, because everything, this goes through Jim being the superintendent, but obviously it has the support of the members as well too. Because if it's just from us, then we have to send it to the town manager's office to approve our recommendation. So this way we'll just bypass that. Jim can sign off as a superintendent, also with the support of the members of Park and Recreation.
Why does the town manager need to approve anything we recommend? He doesn't for other committees. He
Well,
never does for us.
I got a little education last week.
You met with Josh or something, because when I said something about Parks and Rec, Josh said, yep, we met with Mark.
Yeah, so they had to sit down. A lot of it is due to my wording, nothing that we're really trying to do. But like, for example, you know, we approved the Pickleball Association. We liked what they had going on. We can't approve anything. We can just make our recommendation to the town manager's office, and then they take that from there. But the
Did
way
they
to
approve it?
bypass little things like this is to, not that we're trying to bypass it because everybody's in support of it, but if Jim signs off as being in support of it, and it has our support as well too, then it covers all the bases.
Okay,
Ultimately, like, so we kind of answer to Jim, and then we also brainstorm with Jim. So that's what it comes down to.
Okay.
Everything we do is just a recommendation. But it's a recommendation, but it's not like there's other groups fighting our recommendation. So they're not really looking to put, this is just the way the town government works now, as a lot of you know. Just more layers to it. So nobody's really looking to stop us from doing anything. They just want to make sure I'm wording things properly on my end when I hold the meetings and stuff, because you see how I handle the meetings. I just like to jump right into stuff. I got to be a little more formal with them. But
Okay.
but I told them that we weren't. It wasn't a matter of, you know, us or me or anybody trying to make
Circumvent.
decisions, do this and that. You know, we work with Jim on everything. I think everything we've done so far has been in the best interest of the town, and I think we're all in the same things we decide.
Okay, good. Well, Mike is still here.
Yep.
And I know he has to get off soon. I'd like to make a motion that we send a letter to Kitty Doherty and NRTB, National Resource, what is it?
Trust.
Second,
Trust. Yes, thank you. I always have to stop and think letter by letter. That we send a letter of support to the NRTB in support of, I know that was redundant.
28-mile extension.
Yes, the 1.8 mile Old State Farm Trail.
Seconded,
Second on that,
seconded,
second,
Mike. All in favor of the support?
aye.
aye.
Me too. 4-0. All right, that motion passes. Jim, does this have your support as well?
It does.
Okay, so it is supported. Jim, I'll touch base with you and Allison tomorrow, and we'll get the letter out to Kitty, and she can continue to apply for her grant without slowing anything up.
Great.
Right.
Awesome. If anybody else wants to stick around and discuss anything, we can. If not, we can postpone this and, end this, or if we get a motion, and then our next meeting will be on February 5th. Does that work for everybody?
I can't,
Mhm.
You
Yep.
can't, Tom?
I can't be there.
Okay, I'll put it out to all the membership. If Tom's the one that's missing, we'll hold the meeting. If not, we'll try to find another date.
Is
Right.
is it still virtual?
Yes.
Aren't you in Florida?
No, I'm coming back on the 7th for medical, and I could be back the 7th and 8th.
All right, we'll just put it down at the 5th for right now. Let
Okay.
me see if we can get back to doing, because I have been pushing that and they know that. And it came up in my discussions the other day when I was with them.
What did they say? No more virtual? I mean,
No,
Who's
I said that I was really pushing for us to meet in person because it was important, given the dynamic of our membership, our commissioners. Not so much, not in a bad way. I'm not trying to disrespect anybody, but you guys have been doing this for a long time, and the camaraderie you guys have, it's unique when you're together. It's a little more difficult when we're doing it over the internet. And as I'm a more of an in-person type of person myself. So then that conversation turned off like 6 or 7 things legality wise that I need to do better.
I'd like to make a motion. I'd like to make a motion and we can vote on it.
Yeah.
That we would like to have virtual meetings canceled, and we would like to have in-person meetings.
I'll second
Any
that.
seconded?
So that's Mike. And second, Tom. Okay, we'll send the recommendation forward.
We need to vote on.
Oh,
motion,
yes,
Mark.
Jesus, votes.
I'm
All in
sorry.
favor? All in
Aye.
favor?
Aye.
I,
Aye. Motion passes.
I'd
We will
like
recommend
to,
that.
I'd like to add to that, that, and I've said it in other meetings, that other meetings for Parks and Rec, we can say all we want and have Mark go forward with it, which is great. And I trust Mark to go forward with these things and on our behalf. But I think also if we as individual commissioners, usually I'm all for sending something as a group. But I think if we as individual commissioners just shoot the town manager an email and give our thoughts, it might have more weight, might not, but just a thought.
Well, what I don't understand is, there are other groups that meet, and they all meet in person.
Just the
Citizens
town council,
Advisory,
Mike.
the town council, why, what's the reason?
That
Do they
I've
have to
asked
meet
that, I'm
virtually?
not sure, but I believe they're the only committee that meets. in
I don't know
person.
why someone wants to be on a committee if this is how you do a committee.
Exactly.
I think part of it might be,
It's horrible.
we touched upon before with the readiness of the technology. I know they can host the virtual meetings in the town council chambers. I don't know if we're there yet.
No,
Inside the Park and Rec
why don't we have our meetings there? Let's do our meetings there then, on
There's-
Wednesday. I thought they had
Mark,
rooms
is
to
that-
do it. Let's
That's
do
not
it
a-
someplace else.
That's not a bad proposal, Tom.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
just I think this,
Mark,
is-
there's
I
that
think this
room,
doesn't work.
I want to say it's 201A, maybe.
Yep.
That it's the room that when you get to the top of the stairs and you're going towards the front of the building,
Yep.
town manager's office is on the right, on the left is that little hallway. The room
Yep.
at the end there is all equipped for virtual meetings.
All right. Let me let me ask them. Let me get on, because if that's one of their holdups, I have no issue meeting over there. If you guys don't, I've
I know Dan feels the same way.
yeah, absolutely. No, let's we'll push. Let me see what I can do with that.
Hey, I have to excuse myself.
All right.
Okay, bye,
Good
Mike.
talking,
Thank you.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
All
Mike.
right, guys, we'll see you.
Bye.
Thank you. Hey, John, good talking with you. Mark, Gina, have a good day.
All right.
Okay, motion to adjourn.
You got a second?
Second,
All in favor?
aye.
Aye.
All right, guys. Thanks for doing this today, and we'll get back on track on February.
Thanks,
Okay,
guys. Thank you much.
thanks. Now
Bye-bye.
on to this community preservation meeting.
Have fun. All right.
Okay,
Bye,
bye.
guys.